Hello guys and welcome to the Revolution YouTube channel. My name is Charmie at Charmie Jane on Instagram and YouTube, and on today's video we will be doing this very easy super smoky emerald smoky eye. Perfect for the holidays, perfect for Christmas, and of course perfect for New Year. So if you want to know how to do this makeup look, then please keep watching. So to start off with, I'm going to be using the Revolution Supersize Full Coverage Concealer in the shade C3. And I'm actually going to use this to prime my lids. I'm just going to dab a little bit on each eyelid, and then I'm going to use my finger to blend it all out. Just like so. I like doing this because I feel like the shadows are going to be popping out more, especially if you're going to do like a really bold eye look. Doing this will make the colours stand out more and pop out a little bit more. And since it is concealer, you do have to set it. So I just grabbed any loose powder and just set that by tapping it like this. Okay, so now that we've got our base, I'm going to be using this palette by Revolution. It's a Reloaded Passion for Colour palette. I just love how there's so many colours in one palette, and it's the perfect palette for bolder looks. I absolutely love it. It's got mattes, it's got shimmers. So I'm going to start off with the transition shade. I'm going to be using this shade right here as a transition, and I'm just going to be using a fluffy brush with it. So I'm just going to literally pack the colour onto the brush, tap it off a little bit, and then start applying it as my transition shade. I'm just going to be starting off on the outer parts of my eye, so around this area right here, just above the crease. And then I'm going to be applying it in circular motions. The colour payoff on this is so good. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's actually quite pigmented. It's actually super pigmented. You want to just keep on working this until it's nice and diffused. So I just literally just keep on blending just like this. And then at the very edge, I kind of just like to swipe it a little bit just so that it's not one big block of colour. And then of course, do the same on the other eye. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of a deeper shade, which is this one right here. I'm going to pack it onto the brush again, tap it off, and then I'm going to put it just below the transition shade. Just right here, so that it gives a really nice transition. I'm going to be putting it right on the crease. And then I'm just going to be tapping a little bit on that orange shade again. And I'm going to just be gently diffusing it by blending it a little bit on top of that red. And you want to just grab a fluffy brush and diffuse the edges, just so that there's no sharp colours at the end. And you just want to diffuse the very edge of the shadows. Like that. Okay, so now it's time for the fun part. I'm going to be grabbing this deep emerald shade right here with a flat brush. I'm using the Revolution flat brush, and I'm just going to be packing it on just like that. And what I actually like to do to make the colours really stand out more is to wet the brush a little bit. I'm going to be using the Revolution Fixing Spray, and I'm just going to be just gently, just a little bit, wet the brush, and then when the shadow is on there, you want to pack it on and dab the colour onto the lids. See how much more intense that looks? Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I'm just going to be literally putting this all over the lid, and I'm patting it on and not rubbing it, because when you pat it on, I feel like it'll be more intense. You want to just build this up right underneath the crease. My crease starts around here, so I'm just going to stop around there. So when you're happy with the intensity, then I'm going to grab my blending brush again, and I'm just going to be mixing these two colours right here, and then blend the very edge of that emerald shade, just like that. And then just keep on blending until there's no harsh lines, until everything's all blended. And that's pretty much it for the lids, but I am going to add a little bit of bajazz on the inner corners. I'm going to be using this shade right here. It's like a really pale gold shade. I'm just going to be packing that onto my brush. And now I'm just going to be just dabbing it on the inner corners. Just like that. And there we go. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to be using the same flat brush. And then I'm going to be firstly using these two shades first. Then I'm going to be just gently lining my lower lash line with it. You don't want to go all the way down, otherwise it could look a little bit crazy. And also I want to add some emerald on the lower lash line too. So you do want to start off with the transition shades first, always. So now I'm going to add some more emerald shades on the lower lash line. I'm going to use the same emerald shade we used on the lids, and I'm just going to be grabbing a flat brush, setting the brush again so it's more intense, and running this on my lower lash line. So to make the eye look just a little bit more holiday, I am going to be adding a little bit of glitter. I'm going to be using the Revolution glitter in Money Tree, and it's a really nice metallic emerald shade, and I just feel like this is going to make the emerald in our eyes really pop. So what's really cool is that Revolution has a glitter glue. So what I'm going to be doing first is I'm just going to be putting a little bit of this glitter glue at the back of my hand, just so that I can control how many is going to go on there. And then I'm going to grab this dome brush, also by Revolution, and I'm just going to be tapping just a little bit. And then I'm just going to be dabbing this mostly on the center of my eye. And you just want to dab it, you don't want to rub it because it can disrupt the pigment. So you just want to dab it really gently, mostly on the center, and then whatever's left, kind of put it on the outer section of the eye. And then put some on the lid. It's just making the pigment a little bit more intense. I'm just going to be focusing mostly on the middle, just like that, so it's more of like a spotlight. Ta-da! Do you see the difference? This one is kind of more popping out, and then this one is a little bit more one dimension. But this one is a little bit more ooh. So now I'm just going to tight line my eyes. I'm not going to be winging it, I'm just going to be tight lining. So for tight lining, I'm going to use the Revolution waterproof eyeliner. This is the Liner Revolution. I'm also going to be adding some eyeliner on my lower lash line. You want to be gentle with this because you don't want it to get in your eyeballs. Okay, so now I'm just going to hop off camera and add some lashes, and then I'm going to hop back on and we'll do the final touches. Okay, I am back with some lashes. I'm going to be finishing off the eye look with some mascara. The mascara I'm going to be using is Mascara Revolution, and I'm just going to be putting this on my lower lashes. And that is the finished eye look. Okay, so to finish off the whole look, I'm going to be using some gloss. The gloss I'm going to be using is the I Heart Chocolate Lip Gloss in the shade... What's your shade? Oh, Chocolate Chip Cookie Dough. Oh my gosh, that sounds so yummy. Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. The smell smells like legit cookie dough. What? It's literally good enough to eat, but don't eat it. It just smells so good. I'm also going to be adding a little bit of a warmer tone on the lips. I'm using Salted Caramel, and let me sniff this one. Oh my gosh, it literally smells like Christmas, guys. That smells amazing. I don't know how they do it, but it smells exactly what it sounds. Salted caramel. Salted caramel. I'm just going to be adding this on the edges of my lips and keeping the middle quite light. And there you have it. Here's the finished look. It's very emeraldy, very Christmassy on the eyes. And yeah, it's super easy to recreate. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you again, Eyeshadow Revolution, for having me on your channels. Do let me know in the comment section down below what your Christmas look is this year, and also if you ever recreate this look, make sure to hashtag #IHeartRevolution. We would absolutely love to see your recreations. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Bye!